Dear Marco, the greatest wish of my life is coming true today. I get to promise to spend my life with the best person I have ever known. We fell in love slowly and all at once. Those dates getting bubble tea, going to Canada's Wonderland, and camping with your friends and family transformed us from acquaintances to best friends to lovers in such a short period of time. Marco, you make it so easy to love you. You are kind, strong, sensitive, hardworking, and loyal. I love you for everything that you are and for all the things I will continue to learn about you in our life together. I promise to choose you every day, even when it feels like the hardest thing to do. I promise to believe the best in you rather than the worst. I promise to take care of you when you're sick, which is rare. I promise to hold space for you when you get stuck in your head, or if you need a sounding board for a crazy Marco idea. I promise to watch Formula One with you, to play video games with you, and to take joy in the things you take joy in. It is the absolute pleasure of my life to be your partner in all things.
I love you.
You make me a stronger person. With you, I feel I can accomplish any dream I have. You make me feel safe and the most beautiful, regardless of if it's right after a 12-hour shift or before a special date. You light a fire in me that I have never known before. It has always been you. I love you so much, baby. Let's do this thing.
Dear Amanda, man, where to start? I love you so much. I promise to be available and there for you, no matter the month or season, no matter I read that. I will be by your side. I remember the first time I felt love for you. I truly felt love for you. June 17th, 2019. This is when we took a road trip to Stratford and we canoeing on the river and almost got attacked by a ravenous swan. Just being there with you, smiling, laughing on the water at that big white bird we didn't think was that aggressive. And wow, going back there 2 years later was so surreal, knowing that I was planning to ask you to marry me. With the ring in my pocket, I was being so nervous. I was constantly checking and worried about everything. But look at us now, getting married, ready to spend the rest of our lives together. Who knew our lives would intertwine like this? Us two shy, awkward kids meeting in a youth group, barely talking to each other. And now look at us. I vow to be there for you, Amanda. I vow to be there for you and listen to everything that is on your mind. I vow to be better at only listening and not trying to solve your problems, but rather than support you. I vow to always put you first and give you my absolute best. I vow to laugh with you, grow with you, and cry with you. I will always love you when we are together, and I will always love you when we are apart. Yours forever, Marco.
I think we're allowed to kiss, whatever, screw it.
imagine this moment about 1,000,000 times, and I know it's been said that our dreams never lived in real life. From the first time that I saw your face, covered in linen and light, you were a moment of grace, almost too good for my eyes. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. They'll say that you know it when you know that it's right. With each step you're taking, we're getting
If
closer.
there's one thing I know, it's that this world that we live in will try everything it can to divide and dismantle all that is done here today. But we are called to fight for them. And as husband and wife, you are called to fight for your marriage. And I will tell you, it is well worth it. And so Marco and Amanda, it's my privilege to be a part of what is happening here today. And I am fully confident that you have what it takes to make a great marriage together.
Beautiful, wonderful thing they call love.
Marco, do you take Amanda to be your wife, to live together in God's intended plan of marriage? Do you promise to love her, care for her, honor and keep her through any and every circumstance of life, and commit yourself to her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Amanda, do you take Marco to be your husband, to live together in God's intended plan of marriage? Do you promise to love him, care for him, honor and keep him through any and every circumstance of life, and commit yourself to him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
I, Marco, take you, Amanda, to be my wife, my constant friend, and my faithful partner, and my love from this day forward. In the presence of God, our family, and friends, I offer my vow to be your faithful partner in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, in joy and as well as in sorrow. I promise to love you unconditionally, to support you in your goals, to honor you, to respect you, to laugh with you and to cry with you, and to cherish with you for as long as we both shall live. I give you this ring as a sign of my commitment to our life together.
I, Amanda, take you, Marco, to be my husband, my constant friend, my faithful partner, and my love from this day forward. In the presence of God and our family and friends, I offer you my vow to be your faithful partner in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, and in joy as well as in sorrow. I promise to love you unconditionally, to support you in your goals, to honor and respect you, to laugh with you and cry with you, and to cherish you for as long as we both shall live. I give you this ring as a sign of my love and my commitment to our life together.
It gives me great privilege as a minister of the gospel to declare you as husband and wife. Let nothing separate what God has joined together. I need to get out of here because there's a kiss coming. Marco, you may kiss your bride. And now, friends, I would like to officially introduce you for the very first time, the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Marco and Amanda Curry.
As you and Marco start this journey together, remember this one thing. Make God your center. When life has its bumps and bruises, great times, not so great, keep God as your number one. Your path together with God will always be the answer.
Through the good times and the happy times and the hard times down your path together, always trust in the Lord with all your heart. And that's Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. He will give the two of you perfect love that nothing can change.
Remember to always be kind to one another. Be patient and understanding. Don't forget to not only communicate, but to comprehend each other. And may you continue to love, grow, and laugh together from this day forward.
Amanda, this is what we've been daydreaming about since we were kids, and finally the day has come. I have loved watching yours and Marco's relationship grow and strengthen, especially after you two got engaged. The two of you are meant to be together, and I'm so blessed to have you both as my friends, and I look forward to watching your marriage bloom and grow.
I met Marco through Conestoga College. He sat in front of me, and I looked at his laptop, and I saw all the video games he had on there, and that's how we bonded. A year later, he invited me to go camping with his family. Now, the Currys have a bit of a different definition of camping. When you think of camping, you think of going out in the woods where there's no signal, there's bears, but the Currys have a slightly different definition. What they do is they leave their house where the Costco is 1 minute away, and they go camp somewhere where the Costco is 10 minutes away. So we get to the campsite, and now Marco, being Marco, very adventurous, he says, let's go check out the water. So we get to the water, and there's a path of rocks that lead out further out into the lake. So he says, let's go see how far we can go out. So we start jumping on the rocks, and we get to where about the water is a foot deep. Now, the next rock was very wobbly, and both me and Marco didn't realize that. So both of us, at the same time, go for that rock, not realizing it's wobbly. We lose our balance, and we try to grab onto each other to save ourselves. However, we didn't save ourselves. What happened was I dipped my left foot in the water, and Marco dipped his right foot in the water to save both of each other. The best part was when we came back to the campsite, and the look on Christina's face when my left foot was drenched and Marco's right foot was drenched. Ever since then, I've been happy that Marco was able to find someone that will actually be able to catch him.
And I was at my dad's the other day, and he was working on this pocket bike of mine that I had when I was a kid, so it's a little motorcycle. And he asked me, why is the seat broken? And I immediately was reminded myself about the fact that Marco broke the seat. How Marco broke the seat, though, is the story. So Marco asked me to ride it, and we went up to this school, and it was like in the late evening with Andre. And Marco gets on the bike, and he pulls the throttle absolutely way too much, and he just does a wheelie. And Andre and I, we were just there watching him go through the parking lot, being dragged across, and we were yelling at him, use the brakes, use the brakes. And it just wasn't working, and he was dragging himself on the knees. And I'm just glad that you're around and that you are a nurse, because there might be a couple more moments like this, yeah. And we know that Marco's in good hands. So thank you.